Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something super fascinating. We're going to unpack exactly how a heritage Indian wellness brand successfully crashed what is arguably the most hyper-competitive cosmetic market in the entire world, the shampoo aisle. We're looking at the absolutely brilliant marketing strategy of Himalaya.
So let's kick things off with the million-dollar question, right? If you're an herbal brand, how on earth do you compete with colossal global giants like Dove, Pantene, or Head & Shoulders? You obviously can't fight them on their own turf with standard beauty pitches. You literally have to invent an entirely new battlefield. And their answer is perfectly captured right here. Modern hair care inspired by nature and supported by plant science. See, Himalaya isn't just pushing another standard cosmetic on us. They're selling this incredibly unique hybrid of traditional Ayurvedic wisdom completely fused with modern science. They're basically telling you, hey, you no longer have to choose between natural and effective. To really get our heads around this master plan, we'll deconstruct their strategy across 5 key pillars. 1. Nature meets plant science. 2. Solving specific hair problems. 3. The power of pack sizes. 4. Building hair care routines. And finally, 5. The future of wellness. All right, let's jump straight into pillar number 1, nature meets plant science, and see exactly how they bridge these two very different worlds. Himalaya maps out a highly distinctive territory for itself here. They've essentially planted their flag squarely in the middle of 3 distinct spaces: traditional Ayurvedic herbs, mass-market everyday shampoos, and highly scientific specialist formulas. By blending all of these together, they didn't just join a category, they created an entirely new one: trustworthy, natural personal care. Think about the emotional journey for a second. If you look at a giant like Head & Shoulders, it offers a purely clinical path, right? You have a problem, here's a chemical solution, boom, you get confidence. But Himalaya offers something completely different. They start with nature for gentle care, which then leads to healthy-looking hair. The emotional hook here is so powerful, it makes you feel like I am caring for myself in a responsible, highly natural way. Now, as consumers, we're naturally a bit skeptical. When we see the word natural, we instantly think, okay, sure, but does it actually work? Himalaya tackles this objection head-on. They take deeply trusted natural ingredients, stuff like neem, tea tree, aloe vera, bringaraja, and they inject them with modern plant science and natural protein technology. So it's not just nice-smelling herbal water. It's tested, modern efficacy. Moving on to Section 2, solving specific hair problems, or as the industry calls it, concern-based segmentation. Just look at how meticulously they structure this portfolio. Instead of just rolling out one generic one-size-fits-all Himalaya shampoo, they architect their entire line around your specific problems. Got dandruff? You want the tea tree. Dealing with hair fall? Grab the bringaraja. Dry hair? That's argan oil. It makes the buying choice deeply personal. It's honestly a masterclass in brand architecture. The overarching master brand, Himalaya, acts as this massive umbrella of trust. Meanwhile, the specific botanical variant underneath does the heavy lifting for your exact hair issue. It makes the product feel totally custom-tailored, which brilliantly simplifies your choice when you're staring down a super crowded aisle. Okay, Section 3, the power of pack sizes. Let's talk about their pricing and distribution strategy. 59 rupees, that's it. That is the incredibly low entry point for their 80-milliliter bottle. By keeping that initial price barrier virtually at 0, they're inviting literally anyone to test drive the brand without a second thought. It's a complete no-brainer purchase. And this right here is exactly how you conquer a massive, diverse market like India. You build a brilliant sizing ladder. Those tiny 80-milliliter packs? They act as a low-risk trial for price-sensitive buyers. Then you have the medium packs, which hit the absolute sweet spot for regular household consumption. And those giant 1-liter pump bottles? They lock in large families by offering unbeatable value per use. There is literally a size for absolutely every wallet. Plus, there's this fascinating psychological thing happening called trust transfer. Because you see Himalaya everywhere, from tiny corner Kirana shops to local pharmacies, your brain makes a leap. Himalaya is historically a trusted healthcare brand, right? So when you see their shampoo sitting in a pharmacy, your brain automatically transfers that medical-grade reliability straight onto this everyday cosmetic item. Which brings us to Section 4, building hair care routines, looking at their marketing funnel and ecosystem. And trust me, building routines is the ultimate endgame here. So how do you actually turn a curious window shopper into a lifelong loyalist? Well, it's a classic, highly effective step-by-step funnel. It starts with awareness based on their wellness heritage. Then the customer buys that cheap trial pack, they experience the gentle cleanse, and boom, they come back for more. But the real gold mine? That's step 4, locking them into a routine. See, by pairing a specific shampoo with a matching conditioner and maybe a hair oil or a treatment, they are actively rewiring your buying habits. They really don't want you just buying a single bottle of shampoo. They want you buying into an entire customized regimen. Now, in strict business terms, this strategy absolutely skyrockets their average order value and customer lifetime value. But in plain English, it means you spend way more money per trip and you stay loyal to the brand for years. You become entirely locked into the Himalaya ecosystem. It's brilliant. All right, final pillar, section 5, the future of wellness. Expanding beyond just herbal shampoo. Because let's be real, what worked yesterday definitely won't guarantee success tomorrow. Here's the harsh reality of their biggest threat today. Literally every single brand out there is claiming to be botanical or plant-based. The word natural has become a totally diluted buzzword. To survive and thrive, Himalaya is pivoting. They are evolving from simply being known as an herbal shampoo into delivering premium, scientifically backed, modern scalp wellness. And they're directly targeting younger, urban consumers who want hair repair and personalized routines. But ultimately, their strongest weapon is this core belief right here. Nature you trust, science you can believe in. It's so smart because they don't actually need to out-science these super clinical brands or out-glamour the high-end beauty brands. They just need to deliver modern efficacy, completely wrapped in the comforting trust of nature. Which leaves us with this final, truly provocative thought. As the beauty aisle turns into an absolute sea of green buzzwords, can this heritage brand successfully leverage its unique blend of plant science and traditional trust to completely dominate the future of modern scalp wellness? It's a fascinating battle, and for sure, it's one we will be watching very closely.